Introducing Dr. Njakiri Damages.
Welcome to the show. My name is Dr. Damages. We are coming to you from the greatest city in the world.
New York City.
Yes. On a week like this, we are glad that we are coming to you from New York City and not from Abuja, Nigeria.
Why?
Watch. Embarrassing, isn't it? That was our elite state security service agents embarrassing us all in front of the world. We'll get back to that. I tell you, New York City is so great that our Christmas tree is out in full force. Take a look. Take a look. Yeah, in New York City, it's beginning to sound like Christmas. but not in Washington, D.C. Watch.
But with confidence and humility, with allegiance to our founders, and a heart full of love for America, today I am asking our chairman to proceed with articles of impeachment.
These bad Democrats, what's wrong with them? So they are going ahead with this dirty I word thing. Anyway, and in Jerusalem, the sound of Christmas is drowned by some other dirty sounds. Watch.
Okay, breaking news to bring to you. Israel's Attorney General has indicted the Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, on multiple corruption charges.
What? Benjamin, my Benjamin, a sitting Prime Minister. What happened to his immunity? Do you know what happened? And it is the same story in London. Watch. Oh yes. You see, when Washington DC, London and Jerusalem are in turmoil, that is the perfect storm needed for bad things to happen across the world. And they are beginning to happen. Take a look. Yes, that was Omoyele Sowore being attacked by DSS agents in an Abuja court on Friday in an effort to rearrest him.
What?
Oh yeah, a day before, Justice Ijomojuku was pissed off at the logic that the government lawyer was giving while they are continuing to detain Sowore. The lawyer had said that the DSS refused to free Sowore because they wanted to see Sowore's shorty. Justice Ojukwu was mad. She wagged her fingers. She asked the government lawyer whether there were two courts, different courts, handling this case. She essentially said, "Who are the DSS to question my decision? I said, free them and I expect them to be freed." She then ordered Sowore's release within 24 hours. She told the DSS to pay Sowore 100,000 naira for detaining him illegally. I said 100,000. That's not enough to eat amala and ewedu in one day after spending 125 days in detention. Anyway, there was jubilation everywhere. Watch.
What I do, I set my hands up, my feet down, and this is what I...
Yeah, dancing. People were dancing. In fact, at a beer parlor in Ondo State, Sowore's home state, here is what we saw.
That will lead you home.
People were happy, you know. The next day, Sowore went back to court as required. And that was when it became clear that you could cure a man's madness, but he will still continue to have this blinking of the eyelids. What am I saying? What am I saying? The madness was not cured. It was only suspended for one day. Watch.
They have effected the rearrest on rights activist Omoyele Sowore.
So masked DSS men stormed the courtroom in Abuja and rearrested Sowore. What a shame. Well, here is Shoyinka's reaction to the whole thing, that dogs act more civilized than DSS. Look at the headline now. I'm not the one who wrote it. Please, Shoyinka, with all due respect, stop insulting dogs by making this comparison. How about? Don't let me report you to the people for the ethical treatment of animals. Can you compare dogs to DSS? Now, here is Showore's lawyer, Femi Falana, reacting to the display of shame. Watch.
And why is he being arrested?
Well, this morning, I saw a bunch of lumpen elements sponsored by the government, by the State Security Service, to demonstrate in the premises of the court against Mrs. Sowore and Bakare. From that moment, I did some investigation, and I got information while I was in the court that a new charge was going to be filed, and that the Director General of the State Security Service had ordered that Mr. Sowore be abducted in the premises of the court. Court is being prevented from carrying out its normal duty because there was a move to forcefully take them away from the court.
Government of talks. Talks. That's what we're saying. For a moment, forget about Buhari. All these are happening in a country where the vice president was a professor of law and a senior advocate of Nigeria. Put up the man's picture. Yeah, he's also a redeeming pastor at the Redeemed Christian Church of God. Mr. Vice President, let me talk to you. How are you today? How do you sleep at night? I'm just asking, have you no shame? What will you tell your father that you did with the name he handed to you in a good condition? What will you tell your grandchildren? Let me not even ask you the last time you asked yourself this question. What would Jesus do? Think about it. As for Buhari, the man does not read or write. Neither do people around him. You know. So I'm sure that nobody has ever told Muhammadu Buhari what I'm about to tell him. Mr. President, how are you? In the history of the world, nobody has ever stopped a revolution by suppressing free speech and arresting activists. Ask them in Egypt. Ask them in Tunisia. Ask them in Sudan. Everywhere. By doing so, you can achieve one of two things. Either you delay it a bit or you hasten it up. That's all you can achieve by suppressing free speech. So get this in your head, Mr. President. Suppressing free speech has never stopped a revolution. The only two things that have stopped revolution in all of human history are either that the leaders are accountable to the people or that the people are not yet ready to bring about revolution. Shikina. Sasha! Tweet that out. Tag Buhari. Anyway, so before he was taken away, back to DSS detention, Sowore said this. Watch.
Drag me down in front of a judge after I've been granted bail. I said it to you yesterday that these are going to be lawless people. And that they were reluctant to respect the other court. Now they have shown it to the whole country. No one. What is important for Nigerians to know is that I am not going to give up until every Nigerian benefits from a country that is theirs. And I've made it very clear. They tried to break me in prison. They sent delegations to me, offering all kinds, and I refused. And they promised that I will not walk out of their detention alive.
Let me make this clear. No matter who you are and what camp you belong to, this quote is true for all of us. The society that we abuse today will take its revenge on our children. It doesn't matter where they graduated, whether it's in Europe or in America. It will take its revenge on our children. Some people have to make the sacrifice for our society to be better for us and for our children. If you are not one of those willing to make the sacrifice, we understand. After all, Fela was singing about you long time ago. You know, we understand. As some of you know, the world has risen up to condemn what happened in the courtroom in Abuja. Oh yeah. Look at Senator from New Jersey, Menendez. He said, what a shame. That there will be consequences. Buhari, see where you have reduced Nigeria to. Eh? See, if you give him a long way, if you give him a long way, Buhari, if you give him a long way, public assault, no local na go where. Eh? Even the other senator from New Jersey, Cory Booker, issued a statement where he said he warned that there will be sanctions on Nigeria if Buhari doesn't free Sowore. Now, put up Buhari again. Let me give him free advice. Free. No, I'm not charging the government for this one. You know, Buhari, do you remember what Benjamin Netanyahu recently did to Islamic Jihad leader in the Palestinian Jihad leader? Yeah, you know the guy. You remember what happened to him? You know, we forgot? Play the video for him.
Breaking overnight, Israel says it's killed a commander in the Palestinian group Islamic Jihad in a rare airstrike on a militant leader.
See, Netanyahu said that the man was a ticking time bomb. But we know the truth is deeper than that. You know what I mean? We know that the attack helped lift Netanyahu's profile as a leader. He has failed twice to form a government in Israel, and he's afraid of going to jail for corruption as soon as he's out of office. Guess what, Buhari? Donald Trump is in the same situation today. And you don't want him to use you to shine. You don't want him. He already called you a lifeless president of a shithole country. If not that Democrats were the ones talking about consequences, about sanctions, Trump would have done it yesterday. I mean, as soon as they tell him this will help you win the election, he will do it. So Buhari, whatever you do, don't let Trump notice you. I'm just warning you. Don't get him pissed off. I'm just passing across a message. Now, talking of people who have to reckon with their past, the Honorable Minister of Transportation, His Excellency, Mazi Rotimi Amaechi, reported there was an attempt by some Nigerians to beat him up in Spain.
What?
Yeah, he went there for a conference on the climate. I'm like, why? Why? Now, here is the video of the encounter as released by IPOB members. Watch.
It's a criminal. I am what here. We didn't get him, but we still beat him. We got him. Vamos, no pasa nada. Vamos, ya está. Vamos, ya está. Hey, vamos.
I'm not laughing at Amaechi, you know. Now, they said in the video that they didn't get the actual beating on video, but that they beat him up. I understand that Amaechi said that these Nigerians were misguided. Abba, Amaechi, Abba, come on. They were not misguided. They were following your instruction. Remember? No? You don't remember? Do you want me to remind you? All right, show the video.
If you see a thief and you allow him to be stealing, what do? You have stolen nobody. That's why we are stealing.
Children of nowadays, when you give them instructions, they pretend that they are not listening to you. They don't hear. Yeah? But when they grow up, you see them acting according to your instructions. Meanwhile, last week on this show, I told Aisha Buhari to get her husband, Muhammadu Buhari, to jail Bola Tinubu and other former governors. And see if we, the people, we consider giving them the right to control social media. That was what I said. Well, the day after, they did a test run. Watch.
The verdict is in, and former governor of Abia State, Orji Uzo Kalu, has been sentenced to 12 years in prison.
Wow. more than 12 years after, Orji Uzo Kalu, former governor of Abia State, is going to prison for 12 years.
Wow.
Yeah. But what did Orji do? That's the issue. What did Orji watch?
The government official in government house in Abia State were withdrawing funds almost on daily basis from government accounts, and they withdrew over 7 billion naira cash, and then converted those funds, cash, into a draft in the name of a bank. And this draft ended up into the account of Slok Nigeria Limited, a company solely held by the governor.
Over 7 billion naira of Abia State money stolen. We're not talking about billions of naira, today's naira. We're talking about naira of 1999 to 2007, or Obasanjo's naira, when naira was still naira. No wonder Aba is in a terrible shape. Look at Aba. No wonder. Now listen to how Channel's TV reporter ended the story. Pay attention.
With a slight wave to anyone who cared, the defendant, now convicted, walks on to the prison section.
And with a slight wave to anyone who cares. Bad reporters giving it to Orji Uzo Kalu. Now, I was told that when prison wardens came to handcuff Orji Uzo Kalu, he begged them, he was crying, "Don't handcuff me in public. Don't handcuff me in public." Yeah. So there's something that makes these people feel ashamed. You know what I mean? If I were Tinubu or Akpabio now, I will start handcuffing myself at night just to get used to it. You know, we don't want more cry babies. You know, when they come for you, start crying. If you're a bad boy, you have to remember, bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? You have to prepare, practice how to handcuff yourself. Do not embarrass us by crying like a baby. No. Meanwhile, one Nigerian man was not impressed about all these things. He was tired of everything in Nigeria. Here is what he said. Watch.
Excuse me, just give me a chance. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as usual, my name is Comrade Muhammad Ali. Sir, I am using this very medium to suggest to Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces, if it's possible, I want my share out of 2020 budget. I don't need roads. I have no motor. I have never driven a car. I was above 60 years old. I have never driven a car. I never own a car. I don't want a hospital. I don't want electricity.
Nice man. I don't blame you. Nigeria gets you tired. You want to get your own share and go away. Anyway, I don't know how I feel today, but something has to be done. And I tell you, the only reason why, it's not because Buhari is a tough man. That's not why he's doing what he's doing. It's because we did nothing when they came for Dasuki. We did nothing when they came for Zazaki. We did nothing when they came for Nnamdi Kanu. We did nothing. Now when they're coming for Sowore, and if we don't do anything, they will come for you next. And you, whoever you are. Anyway, here's my concern for today. It's taken from page 419 of the book, I Am the First Vice President, by John Quincy Adams, the first Vice President of America. And it says, if your action inspires others to dream more, to learn more, to do more, to become more than you, then you are a leader. Buhari, are you a leader? Osinbajo, Vice President, are you a leader? Until next week, I'm Dr. Damages. I diagnose. You heal yourself. Now, if you're from Kenya or you're from Nigeria, Uganda, Ghana, Tanzania, and you live in the UK, in the US, in Spain, in Italy, in Ireland, you can now send money home free, fast, secure, and easy with SendWave. It's very easy. All you have to do is to download the app. And for your first transaction, use the promo code DOCTOR, as in me. You get €5 or $5 or £5 wherever you are. And talk to your friends. It is free money. I'm telling you. You can send as little as $1 and still get the free money added to the amount that you sent. It is a win-win. You will give $5 or £5 or €5 to your loved ones and be supporting my hustle at the same time. And you don't have to use SendWave again, ever, if you don't like it. But I bet you will like it because it's convenient and reliable. And the money will get to your loved ones in 2 minutes. Come on. Do it. Hurry up. Thank you. And while you're at that, can you subscribe to Dr. Damage's show? Please. You guys did well last week, but I need more. Remember our target, 20,000 by December. Oh, we're in December. By the end of the year, help me. Thank you.